What's up, guys? My name is Cam.
And my name is Joel, and welcome to another episode of Sports from the Gutter, where we're talking sports stuff. And today we're talking Kyrie Irving once again, since he's pretty much the main thing this offseason.
Yep. It's pretty much Kyrie's offseason completely.
Yep.
It's all about him. You know, it's
He
a
took
little
it
bit
over.
about Melo.
A little bit.
He took the life from Melo. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just crazier. Like Melo.
It started off Gordon Hayward's and Paul George's offseason.
Yep. Paul George caught everybody by surprise.
Yeah. It wasn't even his doing either. It was just
happened.
Just happened.
And nobody expected where.
Yeah.
Like we all know nobody expected him to go to
Nope.
OKC. But yeah, Kyrie Irving. Where's he gonna go? Where do you think he's gonna go?
Still, I don't even know anymore. Now it doesn't look like the Nuggets are in contention. The Suns don't look like they want to give it the necessary pieces for him.
You know what I hate?
What do
It's
you
just
hate?
like for
Tell me what you
certain
hate.
destinations, like the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Like potentially it could be a great team, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's my personal feelings or if that's just like a really boring team. But I would not want to see Kyrie going there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's kind of boring looking Denver.
Yeah, it's like My House City and all that good stuff.
Like, when was the
but
last time they won a championship?
maybe probably one. It was probably in the 60s or something.
Yeah, some
honestly.
weird year kinda
It's
thing.
like 69. I feel
Yeah.
like sounds right. But yeah, honestly, I don't know. I'd rather see Kyrie. I don't want to see him go to New York at all.
We've been over this. I want to see him go to New York. Oh, we haven't really. Technically, we haven't been over this because that was the episode that didn't air.
Yep,
due
that
to
was a
the-
live stream.
Yep,
but
that didn't go live. Well,
did.
it went live, but it didn't work out so well.
we
But
had
yeah.
one viewer though. One viewer.
We did.
Commenting and stuff. I was
Yeah.
pretty excited about that.
But no, I really do want him to go to New York. But now the big issue is he's like saying he's not going to sign a contract extension with whoever he's going. Well, he's not making any guarantees, which I don't blame him. I'm like, any team should expect that. What do you think about that?
I mean, I feel like he's just taking the power into his own hands at this point. Honestly, like he's refused. I feel like it's good for him at this point to refuse to sign a contract extension strictly because it's giving him the power to just really decide what he wants to do, kind of thing, instead of just like because like the franchise has the power to deny him, or not trade him pretty much because he has 2 years left in his contract.
2 years left. Yeah.
And does he have like a player option?
Nope.
No player option.
Oh no, I don't believe so. No.
Right, so he's pretty much, if
He's
they-
definitely acting like someone who has a lot of options. Like if he can make the choices, which is kind of strange.
Exactly. And personally, I feel like if I was Cleveland right now, what I would do is pretty much I would actually trade him, at least hold him until we they were gonna potentially get like a good winger or like like a nice point guard, a winger. Honestly, like a swingman or something like I'm trying to think of any other.
Yeah, you're kind of saying
adjectives.
weird adjectives for this. Winger, a swingman. I wasn't a big believer in saying that he's still going to be at Cleveland at the end of this offseason, but that's starting to creep into my mind now. I could see that being an actual possibility because, like you said, there's like really nothing he can do. And I think it's pretty funny how I think it was the media's fault in making it seem like he had a lot more power than he actually did because, he came out with the 4 teams and like, hey, which team would be best for him? But they just kind of took it as a story when in reality is he can't really choose where he wants to go. For all he knows, he can go to Atlanta or some really weird random team like Paul George situation where he wasn't expecting
of course, that's a possibility. But granted, he is, one of the elites in this league. So, he's going to have a lot more power than say if like Ricky Rubio said the man to go somewhere. So I'm saying, but honestly, I feel like this whole thing on it because I can see it happening. I can see him actually, potentially getting traded somewhere like he asked, like the Knicks, as long as the price is right and it's
That's
as somewhat profitable for the Cavs.
It doesn't seem like the Knicks have anything to give him though.
That's true.
Yeah.
They pretty much would have to give up KP, which would at this point
they don't want to do.
Honestly.
Yeah, exactly. He's on a rookie contract. He's younger. Shows a lot. Pretty good upside, so it's like doesn't make sense.
The Knicks definitely don't have the assets capable of acquiring Kyrie Irving.
It's like and all the other teams that he wants to go to don't have the assets either. Now the Suns, they're not willing to give up their assets. Nuggets not willing to give up their assets. Timberwolves doesn't look like they're willing to give up Wiggins. And who else? Spurs. Yeah, there's like really nothing that any of these teams could give up that's going to get you Kyrie Irving.
I wonder what was the tipping point for Kyrie. Like, what made him just like, you know what, I'm storming into this office? Because there's a lot of speculation as to what happened, but, you know, Kyrie, of course, hasn't come out and actually said anything.
Yeah, like I said before, like from what I've heard, it was that whole right after they win the championship, LeBron wanted to trade Chris Paul for Kyrie, or Kyrie for Chris Paul. Supposedly that's the case, and that's Kyrie heard about that, and he was like, I don't want to do this anymore kind of thing. But also it was, I think, even before when LeBron came back, because, you know, Kyrie signed that extension like 10 days before LeBron came back. So I guess it was that whole he was about to have his own team kind of thing. Then LeBron comes. Obviously, it's LeBron's show now. So maybe it was just bad blood. Taylor Swift, like right from the get-go kind of thing.
Yeah, I could see that, you know, whole Taylor Swift song happening. Mm-hmm. Especially because LeBron, it was just a bad timing. It's always bad timing for Kyrie. Like, you know, LeBron coming back, that whole, you know, that guy returning home kind of story. And then him just going to the trademark or requesting a trade at kind of a bad time, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. It seems once like all the teams are kind of much finished with all their moves, salary caps are pretty much set, trades have pretty much been done. Like, it's definitely bad timing. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe he because I think there have been other reports that have said that he actually went and mentioned it before or something, but they just didn't make a move or something like that. I don't know. But either way, though, it wouldn't be surprising if they go with him into this season and eventually trade him. It wouldn't be the first time, you know, the whole Shaq and Kobe situations or the other Kobe situations where you want to be traded and eventually stays kind of thing. Right. But eventually you figure they have to trade him because they're not going to be working well together.
It could clearly be a Kobe situation, like you said. Like, he can just, you know, request that he wants to trade, and they're just like, no.
Yeah.
And then he ends up staying there the rest of his career. It could be that. But honestly, this just seems like a whole soap opera episode right now. Like, you know, Kyrie deciding what to do, all the different stories. Mm-hmm. No, I wouldn't say usual NBA offseason.
It's definitely this is definitely one of the better episodes of the soap opera, that's for sure, in the season.
Probably, if not the best episode, honestly, because I just feel like there hasn't been so much attention around the offseason ever, in my experience, honestly.
As a whole, there's been crazy like last season's, exactly, with KD's story, that was a pretty big story, but as a whole, this offseason definitely had its good share of picks as far as like headlines go.
It's giving us a job.
Pretty much.
Which is crazy. We're commenting a soap opera right now.
Yeah.
But you know, fantasy football season is coming up soon. Mm-hmm. You know, for our league, you have the draft set for August 20th. So you know,
I still haven't done any research whatsoever.
Yeah, it's a little still early. Still early for some research, honestly.
But you know me. I gotta come prepared.
Right. We're gonna have. You know, we're definitely gonna keep you guys updated, you know, as far as what's going on and how I'm going to be kicking on Joel.
Yeah.
Are we doing buy-ins this year?
I don't even know what that is.
So, like, you know, like putting up money in a pot.
How much money are we talking?
So, I've been in leagues where it's like, you know, $100 buy-ins, there's $20 buy-ins. It all depends. So, I guess. And if you go, of course, through Yahoo, like, you know, second place you win something, third place you win something. It's not just us, like, you know, putting money in the middle of a table.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Guess we'll figure it out once August 20th gets closer. I don't know. And, what is everyone else saying? How many people are in this league?
8 people.
8 people.
8 people,
Wait, so is there a spot open for me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're one of the 8 people.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, that's right, because you said, hey, my friend wants to know. Yep, this all makes sense now.
Yes.
This all makes sense.
You were calling it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be fun, honestly. This is your first time playing fantasy, right?
I feel like you're about to sneeze and then you don't sneeze. What are you doing?
It's my voice. Like, can you? I don't know. I'm not sure if it's like.
Just
it's not a normal voice.
One here. No, you sound fine.
Okay. It might just be that, you know, I had both headphones on today.
Yeah.
That's definitely what it was. Why was I doing that?
I don't know.
Well, now you guys know I'm a newbie at this.
Yeah. But back to football.
Mm-hmm.
Big story in football. There's been, not sure what was the player that retired recently. There's been a few players that retired recently, but one of them pretty much went out and said, well, it seems pretty solid that he retired due to the whole CTE study that came out recently. I'm not sure who it was, but it was a dude that's like from MIT or something like that. He's got like a degree at MIT.
Oh, right. Yeah.
This is going to start becoming a pretty big problem now, especially after that study where it was like, what, 110 out of 111 participants had CTE?
Exactly. And we saw a couple cases like, like Marshawn Lynch retiring early, but coming back, so it doesn't really count.
Doing
but,
the most Marshawn Lynch
the rookie draft pick from the Jets, Jamal Adams, he came out and said, like, the NFL field is a good place to die or something like that.
Yeah.
It caused a lot of, like, uproar and everything
Understandably.
Right, understandably.
Yeah.
So Martellus Bennett from the
Packers.
Yeah. I was going to say
Seattle. Can he say it? The
Packers. He came out and said, like, that's ridiculous kind of thing. Like,
part of it, I believe Roger Goodell was right next to the Jets dude right when he was making that statement too. So that's a little suspicious right there.
Yeah.
And also, he's rookie. He's feeling like he's got the world at his fingertips right now. He's young. But, 20 years from now when that CTE kicks in, God forbid, that's when it starts, like, when you're not able to perform the way that you usually perform. You're not, all the other CTE symptoms.
Exactly. Like, the rages, like a lot of situations where there's been, like, domestic violence cases and things like that, i.e., Ray Rice. It's a lot of it is people are starting to point the finger at that whole CTE thing. Like
that would be, not to say it would be funny, but it would be kind of funny if people just start using that as an excuse. Like, oh, man, my CTE kicked in. Sorry, babe.
Just start hooking.
That would be pretty funny.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, just at a random bar or something like that.
But
it wouldn't be hilarious for the action.
It'd be hilarious that people are just using it as an excuse. Like,
yeah, I'm trying to find the funny in this. There's some funny somewhere.
Some very dark humor.
Yeah, very dark humor. But it'd be ridiculous. But it's a big problem that the NFL eventually is going to have to start facing, especially if more studies like this keep coming out. Then it starts looking back because people still want to see, because you think about back to like gladiator times where they want to see people eaten up by lions and stuff.
Exactly.
So the majority of people, I doubt, are going to care about the fact that people are getting brain damage from this whole thing. But they might lose some viewers. They're already losing some viewers this year, so that number start to decline a little bit.
Yeah.
But as far as them doing something about it, I don't know. What can they do?
It's crazy. I don't know. Like, honestly, there's not a lot you can do. Like, as far
as
they try to improve the technology on the helmets.
Yeah.
It seems like not even that is good enough to, like, there's nothing really. It's just a fully contact sport. Like, and it's crazy because, like, when I was younger, one of my close friends wanted me to play football with him in a league, and my dad didn't let me strictly for that reason because he had heard stuff, bad stuff about football. He didn't want me getting hurt that often, so he only let me play like non-contact sports or like light contact sports, like basketball,
and Barbies and all that stuff.
And and honestly, I got a thing for it because potentially, because like I guess people have said I have a football body. I don't know, like I was just like always,
just slip that in there. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so
it's probably
like,
not too bad for
football
kids because you figure they're going against tiny other kids. But for like football players, you're going against like 6 foot. But you got to wonder like how much does that damage build up over time though.
Exactly. Like a lot of these probably playing like their entire life, honestly. So, like, just imagine, hits every single, like, say, like 20 hits a week for like years and years and
big
years.
Hits too.
Big hits, exactly. Like that has to build up, And I'm glad they're doing more research into it because there's a lot of people's lives at risk, honestly. And as much as I love the sport, you guys see that aspect of it as well, honestly, because when people's health and things like that start getting thrown into the mix, just. At that point, you have to start, doing something to prevent, all these cases of, like people like domestic violence and things like that.
Yeah. But then it gets to the point, though, is like, where does it become just the player's decision? Because if like 90% of the players are like, no, we still want to play. We're cool with this. What do you do in that case?
It's their choice, honestly.
Yeah. But it's like,
at that point also, it's like you can't really make that whole decision because if there's cases where people are just like raging completely and like did you hear about the guy running through the glass?
No.
Yeah,
that's
like
interesting.
It's like I think it was an ex football player, period. Just
okay. I think this sounds a little bit familiar. Yeah.
Stuff like that
sounds like something a deer would do.
Yeah, right.
Crazy
like,
deer.
I'm sure there's plenty of other stories where crazy things like that are happening. So at that point, once the cases start building up and they start seeing clear evidence that it's a direct result of all the hits that they're taking constantly every single day.
Yeah.
Then it can't be left to up to them to make their choice. Honestly, at some point, people are gonna have to start making better regulations or something. I'm not sure. I can't say what exactly, and that's I guess the problem.
It's still in the early phases too, which is the crazy part. So like I would say maybe 10 years from now, we're definitely going to be talking about it like way more intense. Of like once we found out more players that have it. Once the NFL starts trying to do something about it, equipment-wise, you know, I know they mentioned like rugby players and how they don't seem to have this problem, even though they're like tackling each other pretty much the same exact way. Is that one situation they might want to look into? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Like again, it just comes down to like, what can we do? Honestly,
robots.
Have you ever seen that? Robots.
Yeah, real steel kind of deal.
Just play Madden, guys.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that Will Smith movie where
iRobot?
No. It's where he has like the African accent.
Pursuit of Happiness. I know your movie. Concussion. it's like right title is right there.
I saw your face. I'm like, he definitely knows.
Yeah. No, I didn't know.
7 pounds. Sounds about right.
Yeah. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's a TV show actually.
Yeah, but you know, of course, I just really want to mention the fact that he did it.
Suicide Squad.
You just look up. I thought you just looked
no,
up.
I didn't.
More Will Smith.
Independence Day. That's the one you're talking about right there.
Let's
see
Concussion. How many you can name.
Will Smith movies. After Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Hitch. I was a big fan of Hitch. I really liked that movie. That was a pretty good movie.
Will Smith is my favorite actor.
Really?
Yeah. I used to want to be him when I was growing up.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Now I'm curious. What does that mean?
It's like one of the coolest.
Let's tell the people why.
One of the coolest black dudes around. Come on, it's Will Smith. Who else is there? Oh, Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
1 and 2. Yeah.
I like the way I said Bad Boys.
Yeah, it sounded weird.
It sounded like a porn version.
yeah. Bad Boys. Oh, yeah.
1 and 2.
What other Will Smith movies are there?
That's about it.
No,
Concussion.
There's more. Now you got me going.
Is there better ones?
I feel like there's one I'm totally missing. It's out there. Wild Wild West was a horrible movie, but that's a big one.
That's out there. Men in Black.
Men in Black. Wow,
ding,
totally
ding.
forgot.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, that's enough for Will Smith movie. Well, yeah, Concussion. About Concussion. Yeah. I didn't see it. It's like been on like I think Stars or one of those channels like the last few weeks, but I haven't.
I watched it a while ago, but that was the whole thing. Like
tell the truth. That's like the one line that sticks out.
And we're done talking about it because that's what I was going to talk about.
Yeah, no, I haven't checked it out. That was supposed to be like his Oscar movie that totally didn't work out.
It didn't.
He's been picking really bad movies lately.
I'm like, yo, what is this? I mean, is it just easy for him at this point or something?
Is he just like not looking at scripts or something?
Exactly.
Gets to like the first 2 pages.
He's like,
yeah, that seems
I
good.
got this.
Yeah, it's been like really bad pick after bad pick. Like you think Suicide Squad.
Focus. Did you see Focus?
I didn't see Focus.
It was all right.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Honestly,
I don't know how well it did, but yeah.
I probably didn't do too well to be honest.
No. Yeah.
He should have been something like Avatar or something.
Oh, that reminds me of... Oh, wait, no, I was thinking of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Because the same dude that directed that movie was the one that directed the After Earth movie with Will Smith and Jaden.
No, that
which
makes
is horrible,
sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's great. I didn't even see it. I just heard how bad it was. Didn't even bother.
Which one? After Earth?
After Earth.
Yeah, I didn't see it. It did really bad, though. Yeah.
That's not worth it.
Yeah.
Do you believe in Rotten Tomatoes?
See, here's my whole thing. I was talking to my aunt about this the other day, actually. It sucks because it does ruin movie experiences for you, but it also does stop you from wasting your money a lot of time.
It does. It's
wasting
it's a
time.
Double-edged
Also,
sword. It could completely like you can look at a movie review on Rotten Tomatoes and just go into the movie like this is gonna suck,
exactly.
and then it actually sucks because you're like it sucks.
Yeah, you already put it in your head, or sometimes when you see that 97%. And you watch movies like I don't know about 97%. You put your expectations like way too high,
right?
And there's pros and cons to it. It has saved me a lot of time and effort, but there's been plenty of times where I'm like I've seen a movie before, and then I look at the score on Rotten Tomatoes and I'm like, damn, I kind of like that movie though. But I guess I have bad. And then you rewatch it and you're like you start pinpointing all those things.
Exactly.
I don't know, but it's I get it.
Just couldn't kind of jump ship, change the subject. What's your process going to be like for fantasy? Like, what what kind of tools you're gonna use? Do you have an idea of like what you're gonna do?
Gotta look at past numbers. Gotta look at the
good
analysts. Gotta see what all the analysts are saying. I'm gonna have to make some predictions. I'm gonna go bold for this one. I'm gonna be pretty like, what? That's a crazy pick right there. I'm gonna try to go for a couple of those wild cards. That's gonna be my thing.
It's a pretty common thing. Sleepers.
Okay, the sleepers.
Yeah,
okay,
sleepers, yeah.
Never mind.
I had a couple sleepers like Jordan Howard. Is it Jordan Howard? Jordan Howard. Yeah, I think it's Jordan Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a sleeper, complete sleeper. Like, I feel like he didn't start. He wasn't supposed to start. It was like a high risk of him not starting, and I was just like, you know what, I'll
take
start
a chance.
him. And
Take a chance.
everybody's like, yo, come on, man. Ended up getting like consistent, like two 18-point games back to back.
Nice, good stuff.
Good. But yeah, that's my process, man. Just like,
is most of it just kind of luck at the end of the day?
A lot of it is luck.
Yeah, I would say.
I mean, it's pure luck.
Pure luck, pretty much, honestly. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say pure luck because there's a lot of stuff that factors into it. Like, it could be like,
it would be like 70% you actually doing your homework and about 30% luck, or 60-40. What would you say?
I'd say about 60-40.
60-40.
I wouldn't give luck that much credit, but I'll give the majority to luck. I'll give the majority to luck, but I wouldn't say like 70% luck. I'd say 60%.
No, I was saying 70% math and then 30% luck.
I'd say a lot more luck.
So you're saying 60-40.
Yeah, 60-40. Yeah. So, but completely just.
Yeah, totally did not go what I'm saying.
Nope. But yeah, honestly, like.
Because you got to think about injuries. You got to think about just random breakout seasons, random cold seasons. Yeah,
you got to think about the quarterback that's thrown to them. You got to think about the defender that's on them.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to follow them on Twitter. Maybe they had a long night of drinking the night before.
Maybe.
Don't start him. He's hungover.
Don't. Okay. Do you really do that? Have you done that before?
Yep.
That's
my process.
This
I'm giving away a lot
guy.
of my tips right now.
So you would literally.
I'll follow people that I'm planning to start. I'll follow everybody in my team first of all.
Yeah.
Just to make sure, like, that they're gonna be good. And this is why 2 years in a row I'm coming second place.
That's okay.
2 years in a row.
What's the guy that's getting in first place doing though?
Two different. What is he doing?
What is he doing? That's what we gotta figure out.
All right, hey, you've never seen the show The League, right?
No,
I've been trying to get you to watch forever. There's a guy in the league. His name is Taco. So this guy Taco
sounds racist. Okay, keep going.
He's a white guy.
Okay.
Taco doesn't do fantasy, but he plays fantasy. Like he auto drafts. So auto draft is when, of course, you just let it drafts for you completely.
Yeah. Does Taco always win?
And he did win once. And they have like a trophy called the Shiva. It's named after somebody from high school. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But the trophy, like, they have like a first place and a last place. It's like I kind of want to do something similar. Like, as we progress our league, we're kind of getting something like we're gonna have like a draft day. We'll go to like a destination or something. Yeah. Imagine we just take off with our podcast. We're just recording it. We have a big board up. Just take our picks and everything like that. That's the goal right there.
That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, but it's my process. Like, I'll literally go that deep into it as far as like following people on Twitter.
Yeah. You just see a drink in their hand, like, oh nope, you're not starting tomorrow, buddy. You're not starting tomorrow.
OBJ, man, it's hard with that guy.
Yeah, because he still puts up points.
Exactly, and
but you're like, what is he doing?
But he's just like one of those, like, because at certain positions, like say for quarterback, it's like a revolving door for me. Like, I'm just constantly changing my quarterbacks. My running backs, I pretty much just I snagged David Johnson last year as my first pick because I actually drafted first last year. So I snagged David Johnson. A lot of people were saying I should have went with Zeke. David Johnson turned out to be like one of the highest scoring players.
Yeah. Would you have lost either way? Would have been good.
I ended up playing Zeke, and he was the reason why I lost in the finals last year. Actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So that was the crazy part, actually. Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to talk about today?
Is there anything else to talk about today?
As far as the offseason NBA, that's about it. It's been pretty dead recently.
Yeah, because we're just like waiting at our phones for Kyrie to see where he goes.
It's crazy. It's been like 2 weeks now. I'm just like, what's going on? Melo, I gave up on that, man.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he stays the Knicks at this point, to be honest.
Yeah, it's either going to be Knicks or the Rockets. That's where he wants to go.
And like, I'm just waiting for it. Look,
I saw like one article that came out. I was like, oh, yeah, well, Melo not trying to go to the Cavaliers. I was like, yeah, we've known this for like a month now. He doesn't want to go there.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, it's been pretty dead now.
I just want to see, where Kyrie goes, man.
I just want to see the season start.
I just want to see the season start. I'm getting I'm getting an NFL pass first of all because I have to keep up with every game. I have to watch every game. I have to watch my players.
Yeah.
Oh, also we have IDPs, so they're
individual designated plankers. No.
Very close.
Pickers?
Individual defensive players. I'm pretty sure
Not
you
even
knew
close. Okay. No, I didn't actually.
that. Oh, okay.
When I said designated, I was
like,
like, wow, that actually sounds right. Like, I was going to go for a just totally random thing.
yeah, so...
Yes.
Yeah, individual defensive players. Last year... Well, that was another revolving door, but I pretty... Like, my best defensive player, I would say, was Bobby Wagner from the Seahawks.
Bobby Wagner.
He doesn't look like his name.
No.
Does not
Well,
look
if
like his
it's
name.
Bobby Wagner coming in here in my park.
He comes with like a cowboy hat on his helmet.
How's it going, Chief? Yeah, something like that.
What you need me to do today? I get back on my kids. All right, so that's all. That's it for today. That's it for today. On that note, thanks for listening, guys. You have anything else you want to say, Joel?
No, like, subscribe,
The
comment.
same thing.
The same thing. Yeah.
Same thing.
Same thing.